what happens when acid and base are mixed with each other? What happens? Acid loses its acidity and base loses its basicity, and what we get is something neutral. If you try and make a salt solution and in that you put blue or red litmus paper, there is no change, just like water, because salt is neutral, and salt is produced when acid and base combine with each other. So, when acid and base combine with each other, what we get is salt and water. This kind of reaction is called neutralization reaction. So, let us define neutralization reaction. When acids combine with bases or vice versa, salt and water is formed. And this is called neutralization reaction. We can even write down about a particular or specific acid and base. For example, hydrochloric acid plus sodium hydroxide will form NaCl plus H2O. Similarly, H2SO4 plus KOH will form K2SO4 plus 2H2O. CaOH twice plus H2SO4 will form calcium sulphate plus water. All these three, sodium chloride, potassium sulphate and calcium sulphate, are salts. You must have noticed in all acids there is always a hydrogen, and in all bases there is always OH, hydroxyl ion. So, hydrogen and hydroxyl ion combine to form water, while metal and non-metal, this sodium, potassium, calcium, these are all metals, and non-metals like chloride, sulphate again here, or nitrate, they are non-metals. So, metal and non-metal combine to form salt, and hydrogen and hydroxyl ion combine to form water. This experiment can become very interesting if you do it with phenolphthalein. You can take a test tube, add some dilute acid in it, and then add phenolphthalein. There will be no change in color. You can shake it well, and then drop by drop you can add sodium hydroxide. As the drop will go in, pink color will appear, but still it is less than the acid, so it will become colorless. But if you keep adding drops of sodium hydroxide, then what will happen? A stage will come when the entire solution will turn pink. Now you can do another magic. Add again few drops of acid, say hydrochloric acid, it will again become colorless. Now what is happening? When you are adding sodium hydroxide to acid, neutralization reaction was taking place.